What's up, guys? Welcome back to the XHL. We've got the free agency period happening here in this video, about 2 minutes and 44 seconds today. Very, very short video, but we're going to start off with the Patrick Kane decision. Where is he going to go? He's headed out to the Baltimore Biscuits. So if you guys remember, the XHL All-Star game is a friendly between the Eastern All-Stars and the Western All-Stars, and whoever wins that game gets to play an exhibition against the worst NHL team, and in this case, it was the Chicago Blackhawks. If our XHL team wins, they get to nab over the best player on their team, which in this case was Patrick Kane. So the Eastern All-Stars beat them, so they get the rights for their side of the XHL to determine where Patrick Kane's going to go, and he chose the Baltimore Biscuits. So what is left to do here in free agency? Well, free agency process is going to work just like what you saw up on the screen. So I listed every single team, all 28 teams, on this wheel spin program or this website, and it spit out this result. So every player that was put in from every XHL team to go into the expansion draft, if they weren't taken by California in the expansion draft, they therefore become free agents, so they can sign with anybody. So to kind of take me out of the picture, this is kind of why I do this, is I put it on a wheel spin and then we just let it go and we see who signs where. So some of these were guys who were a little older, they couldn't join one of the OHL teams like Peyton Jones for the Sarnia Sting. I don't think that he would be going over there. So I did have to make some swaps around, like I think Peyton Jones is actually on the Orlando Solar Bears. I could be wrong about that. But just so you guys know, the Flint Firebirds and the Sarnia Sting are the two teams in the OHL that could not take on overaged players, which means anybody above the age of 19, I believe. So I've processed free agency. Everybody's on their respective teams. Again, I might have had to swap some guys around, but you know, it wasn't game breaking per se. None of these players are game breaking anyway. I did also process the trades, and I moved Brodeur to the Iowa Heartlanders from Kansas City. As you know, the Scouts, they acquired Timmy Gula. Neil Till has also been traded. He's now over there in Atlanta, so he's going from Newfoundland to Atlanta. It was a good trade for them. So yeah, I processed the trades, created my 16 prospects that were drafted. I still have to make the 12 from the community. So as you know, there's 28 teams in this league, so I had to, we only had 12 submissions for custom players for the draft, and you need 28 players to have a draft, you know, so I had to make 16 on my own. And yeah, so that's it for the video, guys. Leave a like if you like this thing. For the XHL moving forward, I think honestly, this channel doesn't do very many live streams, so I'm thinking that it's probably in our best interest on this channel to do live stream XHL uploads. I think that that's probably a winner in my opinion, because it doesn't take long for me to edit these games down, because it does go by fairly quickly. There's about 40 minutes of gameplay, and you basically find all the goals, you find big hits, you find some penalties that were big, and just some key moments, and then you cut them up and you talk about them, right? So it's easy to do. But I think what would be really valuable for this series is because everybody wants to kind of see their guy, and they want to spot him out on the ice, and they want to see him, and then when they don't see him making plays or making hits or anything, like especially with goaltenders, I'm not going to show you every single save that was done, right? It gets a little repetitive. So I think doing this live would be really good for this channel, and it'd be really good for this series specifically, just because of everything that happens in a hockey game. A lot of that stuff goes unnoticed. If it's not a goal, if it's not a big hit, if it's not a huge, crazy looking save, there's a lot of things that are missed. So you're not really getting the full effect of your custom player. And this league is basically fully custom. So yeah, I got some work left to do for creating those 12 prospects from the community, and from that point, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go into the opening games here about probably, I would say, next week. So be on the lookout for the next XHL episode, opening night across the league, happening next week. Make sure to come on back here to the GG Extra channel. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thanks so much for watching, and peace.